Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I have missed that music. I have very, very much missed that intro music because Foundry's got an awesome soundtrack. Really, really awesome soundtrack. But hello, good evening. I hope everyone is having a fantastic and a wonderful, wonderful day. It is Tuesday, which means today the big update for Foundry, hence the music, has dropped. The Galactic market is here. Lots of changes to the main story as well. Like the entire story has changed apparently, so it's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure the previous story finished anyway, because what was available to the previous story anyway was available, and now they've changed it all up and done different pieces, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do and how we go, and what we're going to do with it. So yeah. So we're going to have it a go. Wanderer, hello, good evening. I hope you have been having a fun day with all the stuff in Foundry. Post some stream on Discord. Awesome. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, we are going to jump in. We're going to give this a go. And we're going to see what we can achieve. Now, I'm going to be honest. I have already jumped in. I haven't played, but I was trying to find a decent seed. So I was going to go with the default planet on the streams, and then videos was going to pick some random planet somewhere or something. I don't know, but I did find a good seed in there. We can have a look at some seeds as well. We can always try and find a decent seed there. So the paradox planet's a snow one. The seed I found on Foundera is has snow right next to where I want to start. So I think we're going to go with the default settings on the stream, and then we'll do something a bit different on the videos or something. If I make videos, I think I will make videos because Cubic Odyssey has dropped, so I'll probably in mix in this. So yeah. I need to turn the music up once I get back into the game because the menu music is way louder than the rest of it. So let's go to here. I will shrink myself down over here. I should do what other people do. I should be this big over here. No, that's just in the way. You're just in the way over there. Let's go here like this. Okay, boom, and there we go. Ha. Okay, so single player, new game. I'll go with Thundara, which is the default. Pandaria, like Thundara. The Thundercats are here. Let's update 2. Gee, thanks. Yeah, there are. Excuse me, I'm eating chicken. So we have the Pandora is a default planet. Paradox Prime features an abundance of resources. It looks very like a forest planet. Navara is the ice planet. That's the desert planet, and this one has forests and deserts. So we're going to go with the default one here, and the seed is 131313 131. 1, 2, 3, 4 13s, and then a 1 on the end. We were just trying random stuff earlier on. My housemate was trying to find it. So we're going to leave the one. We're going to neighbor critics. We'll do all that. That's what we'll do, and I will show you why. I don't know where any resources, everything is default. And we get the wonderful landing video that isn't representative of where you actually land. But
welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility management artificial intelligence. Congratulations on acquiring a building permit and a derelict space station on this resource-rich moon. An ideal spot for industrial business endeavors.
Hurrah!
My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings.
So the reason I wanted to play the one is because if I bring the map up.
Fantastic. There are several ore patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the ore patches.
Yep, we'll do it. There's this huge snow area directly north of us, which is beautiful flat land. Beautiful, beautiful flat land, which is what we want. I am also going to move chat over a bit because you would be on top of the compass there. So let's do that. So yeah, and also I don't know why the unscanned areas makes everything look very grayed out. You can just, although this is not scanned, is it at all? We haven't scanned anything here, so that's probably why. Yeah, and then to the south there's this luscious place over here. There's a bit of desert in between it and mountains in the area there, so it's not so bad. It's not so bad. If we look over, well, that way is all snow. That way has a bit of a desert thing. South has the wonderful lush thing, and over there we have mountain. And we're not too far away from anything, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's
Thank you for the 9 long months of subscribing, Knucles64.
Passing through on the way back to bed. Ooh. On the way to bed, sorry. They said that come up there. Thank you very, very much for the 9 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will enjoy, and I'm sure you've done a fantastic job. So yeah. Those grey circle patches, what these things. I know they're a resource. It makes sense that they're a resource. So yeah. So I might build the bus. I'm going to do a main bus. That's the idea. I'm going to do a main bus. We're going to do like what we did before, where we just build each thing and put it onto the bus and see how it goes and see how that works for us. So yeah. Okay. Bing.
To get started, approach both of the ore patches and mine some ore.
Okie dokie. I don't know if the sound effects are too loud or not or anything. I think it's the same settings that I had when I played previously, so it should be okay. And let's go and mine some of the copper. It's not copper. Xenoferrite and techum, which is iron and copper. I did remember to disable all the mobs as well.
Great. Now that we have an initial supply of ore, we need to smelt it into plates and rods. Go back to your drop pod and use the built-in smelters to create your first crafting materials.
Okie dokie. Oop. Oop. Don't mind the rest of them. So yeah, so instead of excuse me. So instead of dropping from the ship and then Carl going, I don't know why we're here. Why can't we contact everything what's going on there? It's now that we purchased the ability to land here and build and do the Galactic market. So it's no longer we have been dormant for 100 years on the station. That has changed. We still, I hope we still do get we do still get BB-8, so that's okay because he's awesome. We'll find out. We'll find out about it. Okay, I know that's what he says. He says congratulations on the purchasing of that and on the space station. So the space station is still wrecked in orbit. So I guess somebody abandoned this world before, and now we're yeah.
Now that we have basic materials available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as a foundation for other buildings. To do so, you need to open the crafting menu and click the desired items. Then, place them in the shape of a platform next to one of the ore patches. The orange ore will be in higher demand. I suggest starting with that.
I can make 3 of them. Woo! Oh, do you know what I need to do? I need to change that sprint thing. Toggle sprint should be let's set toggle sprint to and toggle auto climb to there, so we can turn that on and off as and when we want to. Okay, so I don't press shift by mistake, but I can still push shift to start walking. I don't know whether that stops you. No, it doesn't stop you falling off. Okay. But we can also turn off that, so you can turn off auto climb, which sometimes you want to do. Sometimes you don't want to auto climb up things. You want to so to be honest with you, I probably have auto climb turned off most of the time anyway. Yeah. Loop, loop. Loop, loop. You can still interact with the screens from a fair distance away. That's cool. I like that. Right, maybe some more. Let's drag them down here. We're not really going to use the ore scanner that much, to be honest with you. Okay. And we need to put these down by the orange ore, which was here. Oh, I missed one. Aha. Okay, so let's put them. Let's do a 6x6 platform.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
Boop, boop. Mouse is mouse pad is dirty. That is why. Aha, right, okay. So we want to craft an ore miner, which needs machine parts, which we can't do because we don't have enough materials. We should really have to mine over these things, don't we? 8 machinery parts, so 5, 6, 7, 8. We need more. Oh, it automates stuff, doesn't it? I forgot that. It automates stuff, so. Don't have enough of whatever it is, it automates the things before it. Always forget that's a thing.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
Okie dokie. There are a lot of trees we're going to have to cut down. Let's put that. Oh, shift click doesn't bring it down to my. Does I can right click. I forgot that you can right click to build from the thing. I don't have to put it on the inventory. Okay. Oop.
Go watch your mining drones acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful?
Drones.
Anyways,
Drones.
we need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
Yay, look at them go. Woo. The YouTube stream has died. I need to move myself over. It's working my end. There are 4 people watching. And I am still connected. Yes, I am still connected. Yes. I'll be watching that like a hawk. Lots of memories, lots of fond memories about this game. Absolutely loved it. I've been playing this for a really long time. Like back when it was an itch. So yeah, a really long time. Oh, wasn't there a copy block? Wasn't there a copy block? Copy target is Q, right? So a valid copy with settings target. So I need to okay, invalid copy with settings. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I like middle click. Oh. The middle click copies target, and if I want to copy it with the settings, I press Q. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oop. Build a smelter. Over here. Mandraken, hello, good evening. Thank you very, very much for the follow.
The smelter is more efficient than the inbuilt drop pod smelter, so you should start using this from now on. Another benefit is that we can automate the smelters to make our life easier. For this, you need to connect the drone miner to a smelter by using loaders and conveyor belts. Let's start by crafting the required machines. 2 loaders, 1 for the smelter and 1 for the drone miner, as well as a few belts to connect them. While you're crafting those, let us recap the plan. We will set up a basic factory to provide us with the most crucial resources to get started. Then we'll look at getting the space station up and running again so that we can use it as a sales hub for our future products.
Seen better. I've seen worse.
You have the machines necessary to connect the drone miner to the smelter. Now, attach a loader to each machine and connect them with conveyor belts.
I did play Icaria yesterday, yes. Yes. I played Icaria for a while. How do you remove things? I've forgotten how to remove things. I thought it was X. How do you remove things? What's the delete thing? What is the delete thing? There we go. There we go. Yeah, Icaria is an awesome fun game. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun playing that recently. So, all right, belts want to go down here as well as loaders do as well. Okay. let's put a loader there, a loader there, then connect this belt to here. There we go. Learn about the flashlight. F1 to open the database. L, there we go. Hey, we can see now. We can see now. Yeah, are you enjoying Nicaria? It is an awesome, fun game. So, and I'm invisible again. Thank you very much, Jokers. Okay, there we go.
Great! We connected the machines and have automated the tedious process of moving items by hand. Isn't automation great? Now it's time to scale up and build more smelters. A single belt full of ore can feed multiple smelters using the power of loaders. The info database has a diagram if you need one. A loader only adds enough items at a time to a machine to ensure it doesn't stop. This makes it easy for you to have multiple machines fed by a single long belt.
Yes, I used that seed that we looked at, Jokers. So it doesn't actually tell you this time that you need that so many smelters run so many things. So yeah, so we're using that one there. So yep, this is the one we're going to use, and we're going to go up here. Basically start here and go up, and our bus will go that side. We'll do all the factories this side. We have a bit of water here, so we need to go slightly above this, I think. So I probably need to go and find out what height. So it goes. Robotnik, hello. This is still in early access. It's just had a big update. Just had a big update today. A new story.
We have completed our initial mission of setting up a smelting facility. We've done a great
Thank
job,
you for
haven't
the
we?
9 long months of subscribing in Belcore
According to our
Gaming.
business plan, new machine blueprints will be created from research. My archive contains plans for a research server. Through material analysis, I should be able to provide a beacon blueprint, which we are going to need to notify the station of our planetary location. Let's get going and build a research server.
We will, but we're gonna clear some trees first because they're in the way. Now, should we go and find out what heights I want to start building the bus at? Although the bus can always go up and down, that's not a problem. It might be easier than trying to build in the sky. We're going to Star Rupture? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been following Star Rupture. I don't know when I added it to my wish list, but a while ago. The more I watch it, the more it's like it's a Satisfactory clone with a bit of Starship Troops mixed in, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. That's not a bad thing. So yeah. Right, I need more of you guys. Did we get all the stuff from here? No, we did not. Let's get all the stuff from here. I can't get those one out of there. That's fine. We're stuck with it. That doesn't matter. Right, so it's over there. Yeah, Star Rapture is definitely one I want to be looking at. Oh, no, actually, cancel that. Scrap that. What I need to do is I need to go and build over there, don't I? Well, we'll do that in a minute. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, Foundry obviously is sort of the midway between Minecraft and Satisfactory. It's the best way I can describe, if you want to just be a quick reference to it. It's got more than both, but it's not as factory orientated as Satisfactory. But it's got the world generation like Minecraft that you can dig and do things with it. So it's I would, if you're not actively playing Satisfactory right now, give it a try. Give Foundry another try. You might enjoy it. It's just, I said, it's just had a big update. So
to advance in research, you need to make science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the beacon blueprint. There is a previously prepared drop pod with an additional robot assistant on the station. We can call it once we've placed the beacon.
But what if I don't want to call BB? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I do that, baby. I really feel like I want a little bubble head BB on my desk that I can just doing. That'd be cool. I really need to invest in a 3D printer. I could do all these things.
Got it. We now have the beacon blueprint. Craft it and place it, but not too close to your existing machines. Those drop pods tend to land right on top of the beacons.
Okay, let's go over here. I gotta push the button, haven't I?
Great. Now you might want to take a step back and look up.
No.
A real groundbreaker. This corporate command companion bureaucrat bot, C3BB for short, will help us with the administration of our factory. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location.
Okay, and then we want to build. You don't actually need power, so you're going to go over there for a moment.
Welcome to the ground C3BB. We have completed setting up our basic manufacturing infrastructure. What's the situation on the space station? It's about to break apart, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly. That's extremely troubling. What now? There's a working construction drone bay that we can use to repair the station? Perfect. Let's establish contact and repair the most critical parts. We need to research the space station terminal.
Need a mod that replaces C3BB with R2. Should have R2 walking around. That'd be great. Although C3 is awesome. I do want one of those on the desk that you can just train the thing drawing. Okay. Right. Research the space station terminal. Okay. But we're going to need 3 more science packs, and we do not have 3 more science packs. What we're going to do is we're going to collect all of these. And then we're going to try and remember where the it's over there, which is actually very convenient. Because I'll have to mine some by hand, unfortunately. All I need to do is I need to build another one of these, which requires electronic components, which needs xenoferrite bits and pieces. So let's right. I don't know why I did this. Don't know why I did that, because oh yeah, you have to click and hold, don't you? Slice Master, hello, hello. Slice Mister, hello, hello. Good evening. I hope you are having a good day. And Primal, hello. Yeah, mods have not been updated. That's okay. We're going mod free. We're going raw. But yeah, we will mod the game at some point in the future, but not for now. Not for right now. Need well, I mean, I started the game up with all the mods that I had on it already, and everything seemed to work fine, but I guess it wouldn't work as you're playing. So then I obviously disabled them. You're on the snow planet? Haven't opened up Foundry unmodded. Well, you should. You should play the game unmodded so that you can then appreciate the mods more. So way over here with this. Okay, and let's put down, well, I can't yet because I still need more xenoferrite to do the thing, so miney mine. Yeah, that's it. You don't really need mods straight away. Still meant to learn how to dualize my mods so they can be back also with legacy and up to date for update too. I personally wouldn't bother with legacy. I know that sounds strange, but legacy is no longer the way the game is meant to be played. So, yeah. So I personally wouldn't worry about legacy support. That's all. I know many people have got many factories that they've been on for ages, but they're not going to get any more support for the game. Basically, what they've done is done. They finished that version of the game. So, yeah. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I would just be looking at making mods for the latest version And when people go, oh, can you backport it to other one? It goes, no, you should be playing the latest version. It's a completely different game. So, but that's me. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. We'll conveyor ramp cell as well. Awesome. Right. Okay. Let's put this down here. That. Oop. Oop. Here we go. And now you can do xenoferret rods for us, which is nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then we can extend this out, put more in there. And everything can be wonderful. And there can be much rejoicing. Alright, so let me not much to fit in that hole down there. Let's mine out some of this rock and things and get it out of the way. Run conveyors will hold down the button. You can hit R, lets you change the direction even if it once. Yes, yeah, because it's now got the Tectonica help system, which was the greatest thing about Tectonica. I started to draw last, so I'm going to follow suit. Yeah, it's just it. Yeah. The problem ends up eventually you will have a mod that only works on a new version because of the way they change things. So I know. Minecraft, for instance, modders tend to support like the latest version, the version before, the one that's the most popular. But lots of mods just move on to a new version, and the old version they just leave as is. So you've got a set of mods that already work on the old one, so now you port them to the new one and you just leave the old ones as they are. So if you want that mod, there it is. It's as old as the old version. But no, I suppose if as long as you're learning something doing it, if the more you learn, the more you know. That's always a good thing. You learn something new with it. I suppose if you learn that now, how to do the dualizing thing for the mods and have two sets running, when the next update comes along, you can then just go, well, I already know how to do this all sort of thing. It should be fairly easy, you know. But big old tree. And another rock. Any more rocks around? One right there. Let's get that rock. Rock. Yeah. I suppose if you're not actively doing it, then yeah, you would. Okay, right. So, what are we doing here? Grab. Don't have enough to. Right, I want to make. another 1, 2, 3, 4. Talking about Foundry mods, of course, you have to leave the old versions there and not take them out. Yeah, you wouldn't unpost the old versions of the mods so that anybody who's on the legacy version can still use the mods. It's just you have to make it clear in those mods that it's no longer being updated. The new versions of the new version of the game. I think what they're referring to is that you don't unlist or delete the old versions of the mods. Just leave them as they are, because they work. They work with the old version of the game. That's fine. And then you post a new version of the mod for the new update. So an update 2 version mod. So you'd have 2 mods which are the same one. One is just the old version, and one is for the update 2 version. You're not draw. Oh, okay, so they're doing something different with it. Okay. Okay. Because as I said, when it comes to, again, Minecraft's the only sort of thing I have to go reference by for that is that in that one they tend to have you post a new version of the mod under the same listing and people pick the version they want. But I don't know how Steam Workshop does that. I don't know if it's possible to do on the Steam Workshop. I suppose what they're trying to do is that you just download the mod to whatever version, and the mod checks the version of the game and loads this version of it if it's the old one, or that version of it if it's the new one. So it's one mod that has 2 mods inside it, and one loads this code and one loads that code, which you'd have a shared code base inside there. So yeah, so the mod itself would do the checking of what version of the game is, and if you're on the legacy version, it will load the legacy version of the mod, and if you're on the newer one, it will load the new one. Yeah. It would be a lot of duplicating code. You'd have to leave all the old code as is, and anytime you have to make a change to the code to make it work on the next update, instead of changing the code, you make a copy of that and call it version 2 or update 2. And then when the mod loads, instead of it loading the version 1 code base, it loads the version 2 code base. But the code base might also have shared code, because some code might just work on 2 versions. That's the bit that confused. Yeah. That's the bit that would also confuse me to start with. You'd have to learn a lot for it, so yeah. Right, we want to make some of these, yeah. The old version. The update 1 version should be left in the root folder. The workshop uploader has been updated to automatically download the current version of your mod as they're missing from the workshop folder in case. Ah, so maybe the workshop thing already has two different folders, has an update 1 folder and an update 2 folder. That's simplifying the names there, but yeah. So then you would have your mod as a version 1 mod and a version 2 mod, and the Steam Workshop will download whatever version of the game you're running on. So it's the Steam Workshop that deals with it, not the in fact, Kerbal Space Program was the same. Kerbal Space Program, you download a mod, and you just download a mod, and it would say it's compatible with this version, that version, this version. You download the mod, and it just knows what version to load. So, right. What do you want, BB?
I agree. Preventing the space station from falling apart is our highest priority. Let's set up a connection and initiate emergency repairs. I'll guide you through the process.
Yay.
Now that we have the blueprint, we need to build the terminal to finally get a connection to the station's command center. Once built, open the control menu and start the emergency repairs upgrade. Luckily, the station has a pretty big stock of construction materials, so we don't have to worry about that for a while.
Okay, so we need to build the space station terminal, which requires electronic parts. So, boing. I really need to turn you around. Can I beat you? Yeah. I can build 20 of them. Nice. Right, let's build this guy. Contact base session. Click. Ah. Who are we going to be? Who are we going to be? Let's go with like the orangey brown. None of them look like hedgehogs. Oh. I need a hedgehog logo. And what's the name of our company? Hedgehog. I mean, we're going to go with that. It's going to be Hedgehog Corp. I'm afraid it's going to be the full thing. Because or Hedgehog Incorporated. It could be Hedgehog Incorporated. Hedgehog Inc. Just Inc. Do you reckon Inc. is better than Hedgehog Incorporated? We're going to go official hedgehog. Let's not choke on chicken. Hedgehog Incorporated. It's Hedgehog Incorporated. There we go. We are the thing there. Oh. Right. Okay. No, it's more. We're close to the sun, which is a little concerning because then wouldn't the planet be explodified by the sun? But yeah, okay. So we need to go station upgrades, and we need to. What do we need to do? We need to initiate emergency repairs. Oh. Oop. Oop. How do we initiate emergency repairs? Oh, okay. Right, okay, so, right, because it says initiate emergency repairs. I would have thought there'd been a button that says emergency repairs, not hull upgrade. Oh, in hull there is emergency repairs. Right, okay. Okay.
Great. Our construction drones on the space station are working on their first station upgrade. This will take a bit. Let's shift our focus back to the factory.
Oh, don't you see the drones doing the thing? Oh.
You're right, C3BB. We need to automate research and unlock more technology before we can get serious on manufacturing our first product. If we unlock the assembler, we can use it to automatically craft all the items needed for research. Use belts and loaders to fully automate the process. And don't forget to automatically bring the science packs to the research server.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to research the assembler. Research. Go. Okay. In the meantime, I want to come out the back here, like this. And we haven't got storages yet. We haven't got a way. We've got a storage box, but we haven't got a actual box for ourselves yet. Okay. I'm gonna make a box though because down there, and then let's dump the seeds in there. I've got another smelter. Well, I've got another smelter. Oh, there should be another smelter here, shouldn't there? There isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, dinner. What are you having for dinner? I hope you're having something yummy. Right, what else should we do? We can do character improvement. Unlocks 5 additional inventory slots. Is that it? Is that all we have? Well, we have the basic infrastructure, which gives us the logistics container. I would like the logistics container. That's better than our current one. I do need to craft 2 more packs and put those in there, though. You get that? Because then I can put the plates and stuff inside that, which is what I want to do. Cheese scones for... Ooh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't remember it being so dark at night time. I don't remember it being so dark at night time. Oh, you know what I should do as soon as it goes dark? Ah, we should make me go dark too. There we go. There we go. So I got that, and then as we go to brightness, I change colour. I'm also very big. Sorry, didn't mean to make myself that big. Got a big head. Got a very big head. There we go. That's better. Let's go back down to there. That's better. I remember who it was I was watching the other day. I think Mother V3, well, actually, no, less there. But I think I was watching Mother V3, and I can't remember what she was playing, but she was basically, her model was taking up three. Like she was, obviously you can't see me because I'm going to be invisible now, but she was like this on the side of the screen, like taking up, and I'm like, what? Hey. I mean, I get wanting to show your model off, but nah. Right, okay, so I need to make a couple more loaders for 8. Someone just got 2 BBs. Nice! Nice! I want a giant BB. I want a BB the size of the landing pod. What BB the landing pod size? Okay. Yes, we should be deluxe blokey, and the mining drill, I'm going to make mining drill white. We're going to be deluxe, and we'll stay orange, but let's put our hat on. Put our hat on. Okay, didn't make the landing drill white, which is interesting. Okay, so now I want to build 2 of these. One there. Do. One. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now they all output that, and that's fine. Nice. Okie dokie. I have my building box. How is our network doing? My network is fine. Okay. Whoa, I went very, very bright then. Whoa. Hold on. Let me try and tame that down a little bit. There we go. Oh, no, don't end the stream. That wasn't the button I wanted to push. Okay. There we go. That's better. Oh. Right, okay. So we need to produce 20 science packs in a. That's fine, but we're going to do it back here. But I need to make some space for manufacturing, I suppose. Let's do that. Okay, and I'm going to do that there. Just make life easier for me to walk onto it. We'll make that too wide as well because that's easier to walk on. Right, okay. Can I turn up the brightness? No. no brightness. Interesting. Interesting. There is no brightness. Mind you, I should be using the torch. That'd probably help, wouldn't it? If we actually use the torch, that would probably help not make things so dark. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it, eh? Why are you struggling to keep up with this? I thought 1 to do 4. I guess not. I guess it's not 1. I thought 1 to. What did you do? 52 last time. You've got to travel a little bit further than normal. Have they slowed down the mining? Fine if they have. They've balanced the mining. You're doing 40. Oh, your inventory is full. Yeah, that's because you are. But why is some of you not outputting? No, you're not outputting because the belt simply can't output fast enough. Okay. Right. Okay, that's fair enough. So yeah. So okay. So we want to build a couple of assemblers. I think 3. You can build 3. And we want to put them in anywhere here for the moment, doesn't matter. But you want to be doing, so configure the assembler, you want to be making science packs, which requires xenoferrite rods, technum rods, sorry, and machine parts. Now, technum rods are there, so we can just input them directly. But machine parts are another machine. So machine parts are here, machine parts which come from plates. So we're going to have to output the plates into that machine. So we're going to build this badly to start with, and only to start with. Don't worry, it's not going to be this way forever. Get rid of that one. Change this to be that one, and let's change this to be that one. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to pick this up. We're going to put it down here. You need 10 per minute and you produce 40 minutes. So you've produced 40, yeah. So you can technically run 4 of these guys if you wanted to go mad on the science pack thing. But we can't do that yet because I need to get the double length loaders, Oh, yeah. Okay. Do, 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 do. That's okay, because we can always output you again somewhere else over there. Okay, I want you to research. Now, what was it you wanted to research? Burner generator. That's there, isn't it? Well, before we do that, I would like to research the character improvement to help us out. Load a second lane. God, I wish this had a research queue on it. Why has it not got a research queue still? The grid is strained. Of course it is. That's okay though. We'll get the burner drill done in a minute. Right, let's go this way and go and chop down some trees whilst that's doing its thing. Yay. PP things. Task complete. Nice. Inventory size has increased. Excellent. Okay. So now I want to do the second lane loader. Which is not the burner generator, but that's okay. Okay, so somewhere in there, just to keep those going. What I want to do is change this up now so that we can actually do one of those and then 4 machines. So we need 4 assemblers, we need 3 more assemblers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Don't know why I made a 4th one, but that's fine. And the research machine can actually sit right next to those for the moment. How do you copy? I'll copy the recipe. Aha. Shift, right click to copy, left click to paste. There we go. Yeah. No, okay. Then this will have another guy on it like this, and it'll have the long loaders there, and then you'll unload this and then do them. Okay, what are we missing to do that? We're missing machine parts, which means we need to get more xenoferrite plates, which is fine because we can grab a stack here. Now we can go down here and grab a stack from over here. Boing. Oop. Yep. Pop up. Okay, it's going to take a little while to go because we need more stuff, don't we? So. Oh, no. How do I go about splitting stacks? Ah, split. Split. Hold shift and right click. And then you go there. And the power system is now completely dying. Not even remotely surprised. Let's build another one of these guys. Now the power grid is no longer strained. There we go. Okay, so we can get the second lane done, which will increase our research, and then we can work on the burner thing, and everything could be awesome. Okay, I need to get more miners going though, because this is not keeping up with the mining, which is not obviously ideal. Another miner in over there, and then have it feed onto this belt there. Not that xenoferrite is needed all that much, and we do have 1,000 in there anyway. But yeah. Okay. Let's go on a little bit of a wander and go and see this frozen lake that's up here whilst this is all going on. I'm not sure I'm above it, so. Water is at level 128. Frozen, cold, frozen water. Boing, boing, boing. And most of this place seems to be at 130, 134. It even goes up as we go on. Let's do water over there, which we can pump out of if we need to. We have a nice lake, which we can also pump out of, which would be beautiful. And then we hit some mountains, which we'll have to figure out what to do when we get here, because we probably will get here at some point. So that's, yeah. Ooh. Is that Olumite over there? I do believe it is. Nice, so we have an oil supply nearby. Oh. Okay. V. 4.4 million crude Olumite in here. Cool. Okay. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Certainly I'm not complaining about that. Shouldn't be too difficult to ship back to the base. Okay, so now let's go with we need to do the ignium scanning to get the burner generator. So start ignium, go. Boing boing boing. Boing boing boing. Come on. Boing 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 boing. Cool. In the mountains. I am very glad you don't break your legs. Wing. Few bit of mushrooms and things. Got off auto climb again. Oh yes, I want to make 4 of those loaders. Let's go and talk to B. Right, there you are. Hello, BB.
Danger averted. With the station secured, we can shift our focus back to the factory. Good job.
Thanks, Carl.
You're right. Collecting biomass by hand isn't future-proof. We should use ignium ore and the burner generator so that we can automate our energy production.
I completely agree, but I haven't found the ignium yet. Because I haven't scanned for it. Okay, take that off my action bar, put on those. And remove that, and remove that. Oh, I need one more here. Okay, how do I change the mode? Hold my mouse button. So I want an output there, and I want inputs.
Ignium ore scanning. That'll come in handy. Ignium is an ore that is highly flammable and can be used for automated power generation. Research the burner generator to utilize it. Ignium is buried beneath the ground. Use the scanner and your drill to find it.
Okie dokie. Otherwise go ignium, you know, like you ignium. But then you're trying to make sure you pronounce it correctly. So, okay, let's do a scan, shall we? Bing. It's a little bit further away than I would have liked, but it's not too far underground. Do 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 do. Do do do. There she is. There's our coal. Sorry, I mean ignium. That's where I want to put the base. Right, okay. Gotta be at least 3 deep. Do 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 do. Oh, can I make 3? I make 3. Do I want 3? I don't. Make it 3 now. That's fine. Do 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 do. Have we got the ability to put grass back down now? Or does it still just end up being dirt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to go 1 more. Because I always found it really weird when you dig up grass and get dirt and then can't put the grass back down again. Doop. There is that, and then we want to ship the stuff out. So let's grab the miners and let's do 1, 2, 3 so we get plenty of ignium. Okay. This wants to have exporters, so have that one, that one, that one, and then the end here. Where are we? Oh, we'll go that way actually, don't we? Yeah. So we're going to go that way. We'll come out with the conveyor belt, but we also need to run power into here. We'll just do 100 meter. Thing. We want to come out the side of this then. Let's enlarge this. And then at the end here, we'll do do. Yeah, and if you mine underneath the trees, you lose them. I don't see the hole. Where's the hole? Here. Oh, it is down. Oh, cool. Okay. Ah. Get out of the tree. Get out of it.
That's a lot of new technology. The recently unlocked burner generator will be crucial to automate energy generation. You can send ignium ore from drone miners right into it. It's also more efficient. Our next task is a big one. It's time to make some profits. According to our corporate strategy document, there is a very simple transport robot design we can make with our limited technology. This transport bot shall be our first product. Yes, I know. We need to get it to the station to sell it. For that, we'll use shipping pads. Spaceships can land there to transport items between the planet and the station. We will need to buy our first spaceship. We still have some Thermalite stored on the station, which is the Galactic currency. A broken hangar? All right, we'll have to repair it before we can buy a ship. Operator, you know how station upgrades work. Let's go.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm digging holes. I put the generators over here. I just run this all the way out, and this is the power connector, basically. So don't have to worry about running belts all the way over to the base, because we don't need ignium at the base yet. We will do, but we don't need it there yet. So how big is a burner generator? Let's see here. So, and how many do I want? We've got enough to make 3. Let's make 3. Does it tell me how big the other? It's a 4 by 6 by 4, so that means it's a 4 by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to go one more because we need to have one for the boat's going to come up. Then we need to have a loader. Here we want to go. Not even sure how many we want to go here. I think 16, something like that. And I could have just put this up by 1 and put it on the surface. One, two. I did when I was going up. I didn't join one of the foundations, so power wouldn't had these. Oh yeah. Trying to find out where the power is along the line. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. And then we're going to have 3 loaders. So, and they're going to be on input mode. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then what I should be able to do is manage your inventory, if I could get up there without doing the weird move it a million times, and stash 100 biomass in you. So don't do what I've just done here, apparently. These are not connected. Yep, right there. There we go. Dum, 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 away they go. We'll start producing ignium. Ignium will come up. And won't go into this one because it's got biomass in it. We'll end up in here. Nice, 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 nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very, very easy to do. It's remembering that it's not 2 out and 2 up. It's 3 out and 2 up. That was the one that always caught me. Oh, and I should just be able to do that. And there we go. Now we should be powered. And oh, look, there you go. They all died anyway. Cool. There you go. We are indeed powered by the main grid. Nice. We have the potential of 1 point something gigawatts of power. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to stash the biomass into. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to make another crate. Hello. Hello. Okay. Make me another crate. Yeah, in a minute, maybe. In a minute. And I'm going to put said crate there. And then this crate is going to have biomass in it. And any biomass I have spare, I'm going to dump in this crate here. Because then I can, if something goes terribly wrong, I can always come over here, grab that and just throw it in one of these and kickstart the whole process. And all you have to do is sever one of these to stop the whole base running. So yeah. So yeah, so we can just dump it in here. Once this runs out of biomass, it will switch over to ignium anyway. But it's always nice to have a box ready if something goes wrong. We can come over here, disconnect the base by just breaking one of these, and the whole base gets disconnected. And then we can just power these up, get this running, get a surplus going, and then plug stuff in again. Yeah. How much do they actually produce power-wise? Did it tell you? 1.8 megawatts. So 2, 4, almost 6 megawatts. 5.5 megawatts. 5.6. Hold on. 5.6 megawatts we got now. Cool. Okay. Doesn't give me the capacity, unfortunately. It doesn't tell me the come on. No, doesn't give me the full capacity. But oh well, we're good. We're good. Okay, BB.
We did it. Automated power generation is the backbone of every factory.
As this rate tells you, it's 8 to 1, whatever it is.
Okay, math genius. If it takes 8 small smelters to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore. No, we won't. We've already got 4 there anyway. But
Yeah, I think these have been slowed down, haven't they? I mean, you're doing 60 now, but so yeah. I mean, I'm not adding up each machine to figure out exactly what power is doing what, but I just like, so that's how much power we've got maximum. Because yeah, the green line's nice, but knowing that this can go up to 5.6 means that we're not even using 20% of the power at the moment, so we're good. So yeah, but I'm sure I think I don't know if these have been slowed or if it's just because of the distance. Didn't they used to do like 90 a minute or something? It might just be the distance they have to travel because I'm one higher. Normally I dig it down into the ground and put it in there. I know the most optimal way to mine it is to actually dig down halfway through the node and put them in halfway through. So okay. Oh, you are. Oh, you're just going to back up inside. That's fine. Okay, so we want to. I don't want to research a container. We don't need that for the minute. Let's get some more inventory slots because that's always useful. Sirs, hello, good evening. Hope you are having a good day and that everything's awesome. Playing the game of Foundry on channel. Yes, we're back into Foundry. Back into Foundry and having things and doing the stuff. So yeah, we need to research the transport bot assembly. We need to repair the hangar bay. All right, let's repair the hangar bay. Right. Storage upgrades. Station upgrades. Sorry. Okay, so click the green one. Basic hangar repairs. 150 construction materials. We have 1,100. Cool. $10,000 filament bars. Awesome. So we can buy a spaceship once we get that going. Yeah. Click on my name. My name. I click on the company name. Yeah, we did that. That tells you you're a junk scavenger, and then you got the scrap workshop, small assembly, local manufacturer, independent fabricator, space startup, frontier worker, planetary forge, established producer, bulk manufacturer, mass production corporation, galactic enterprise, stellar manufacturing group, pan stellar production syndicate, multi-cluster manufacturing combine, hyper industrial assembly, galactic conglomerate, mega corporation, industrial titan, and galactic foundry, and that's where it stops. Cool. We've got to get to the galactic foundry. Okay. We're also 5 million in debt, so we need to pay that off. But I can't do that yet, so we'll worry about debt later. When they come down here with baseball bats threatening my knees, that's when we'll start worrying about debt. Until then, we'll be fine. Let's put down you there. Let's grab another couple of loaders. Looking forward to starting my playthrough this again. Yeah, I've been waiting for this update for quite a while. Now it's here. Hurrah! But a lot has changed. The basic story has changed as well. Instead of us being launched from that station and then finding out that maybe the station has been decorated for hundreds of years maybe or something, I don't know, we now have brought the rights to mine this planet, and we have a derelict station in orbit, because yeah, I don't know, I guess somebody just left the space station behind, which is weird. There we go. Right. I do need to do more smelters. But in order to do that, I would need to move this, because this is kind of in the way here. You're still one and a bit high, aren't you? It's annoying. It's annoying. Well, it's kind of annoying me that the grabbers were more than one tile high, so you couldn't run about on top of them. But oh well. Right. So let's make some more smelters. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have to move you. Well, yeah, that's okay. You're the awkward one to move because you are outputting directly here. If I expand this out here, I then can't put the storage on the end because it's going to be in the way. Because I didn't think that one through. That is okay, actually. Let's grab some more here, and oh, you need to take them to make the prawn as well. No. Hello. Oop. Need time to tear it all down and rebuild. I know, and that's where I start falling out of. Just stop falling. Just this container isn't on the end. Oh, I need to make more of these, which means I need to grab some more plates. You know what? Let's grab you and you. Can I put the 4 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can. Okay. So then what I'll do is be gone. Do this, then put this like here. Like that. You'd be an input there, and an output there, there. And then input there, and that gets that going again. seeds. You can take the Peckham rods. This is not where the manufacturing is going to live. Oh, this should be input first. Actually, let's do the inputs. Control clip moves to one. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do this, can't you? You can lock the thing. So yeah. Cool. Okay. Right. Research. We want to research the transport bay and shipping. Right. That one. Okay. Oh, I need to grab an output here and do that. There we go. Okay, so that's going to redo our manufacturing. Awesome. BB, I did it. I did the thing.
You're right. This will provide a good supply of plates and rods. But given the task at hand, soon we might have to scale it up even further. For now, let's not get ahead of ourselves and just take a moment to celebrate this victory.
Woo! Yay! Celebrate! Celebrate with plate and rods. Plates and rods. Woo! Instead of celebrate with cake. So, okay. So yeah, we'll rebuild the smeltery over there somewhere and we'll start mining stuff up and doing bits and pieces over there. I just need to remember to leave ample stuff around for ships to come in and land when we start getting other resources and moving stuff around. So, but we can always put ships up in the sky and do other things, and yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, can you make a bit of a bigger platform here so I can walk around? Thank you very much. How are you doing? Machine inventory is full. Yes, yes, it is. Well spotted. Input. Loop. 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 Okay. Right. We're going to research the next thing there. Buy a small can, place a shipping pad. Ooh, okay. Let's plan an area for a shipping pad, shall we? How big are shipping pads? Not a clue. Can't plan an area if I don't know the size of the thing. We'll wait for it to research first, then we'll put it down. In the meantime, we'll clear some more trees out. This giant solid tree that's made of rock. Ah! Doop, doop, doop. Boop. Boop. We can dismantle that if we want to. Go and have a nosy nose at the power, just to make sure this is doing the thing it should be doing. Yep, it's running on Ignium. 20 by 13 by 10. Okay, that's a bit bigger than I had originally envisioned. So it needs a 20 by 10 landing pad. Actually, that's not so bad. We can put it in here. Yeah. But I know it says cargo ship, but a small cargo ship is not a cargo pod. It's not like this size, and we're just filling it with stuff and sending it off like a pod. So yeah, we'll leave that there as a remnant of the old. So yeah, so mod-wise, I need one that changes BB to be R2D2, and one that changes this to be the lunar lander. So just so we can, you know, just for fun. Right, okay. So 20 by 10 is actually not so bad. So if we went 20 there, then went 10, well, we can easily do that. There you go. Boom. Okay. The big one's 31 by 27, 19 high. Okay. What's new here? Sorry. Shipping pad small and transport bot recipe. Only be made in an assembler. Ah, okay. Right. Place a shipping pad. Configure the shipping pad to deliver transport bots to the station. Oh. So we want to put down this guy somewhere. Okay. Oh. And figure you will be doing transport bots. Now you require iron plates. Stop. Machine parts. I don't need to work to. So 0 power parts, machine parts, and electronic components. I really need to make a suggestion that I need to make this bigger. Like these should be on 2 lines, because that is very difficult to read. There's plenty of space here. Move it down slightly. Make this 2 lines. Electronic components could be on 2 lines. Transport box could be on 2 lines. So yeah. So right. So machine parts we are making, but we are then using 100% of the machine parts. And in order to get electronic components, we're going to need even more manufactory to do the thing with that. So let's come along here. Let's build out the back here. Oop. Give me that. We're going to need about another 5 of these. I make 2. Okay. Let's put down the shipping pad. Ooh. Ah. It's inputs from the side there. That's okay. That's okay. Shipping pad doesn't actually need to have power, does it? Another thing I need to suggest, I'm saying this out loud because I will forget to do it, but hopefully you can remind me. We need a way to lock a ghost and then be able to walk around. Because I don't know if that's on the where I want it to be or not. Like I need to wait to be able to lock that in place and then walk around and go, aha, yes, that's right, because I can't see the import ports on it. I can come over here and kind of do it, but that's not. Yeah. Input and 2 output. Yep, there it is. Okay. They are Uber belts. I'm going to fill it in under there just because I can. Then we might as well fill this in here. Again, just because we can. Right, okay. So, what do I need? Machine parts and xenotherapy. So I need, Uber's change, but yeah, makes it. But it can be whatever, whatever speed. It makes sense for it to be default into the fastest speed. Makes perfect sense. Right, so I want to make another load of assemblers, please. I need an assembler making assemblers. Things. We're just going to get this going here, and then get this down here and shipped into this. Oh yes, because you don't actually need to. Right, so this has direct belt access. It doesn't have loaders. That's interesting. That's interesting. Why doesn't it have loaders? Interesting. Transport wares from the factory to the space station. Confirm. Minimum amount to transport. I don't know how big the ships are, so before we do that, let me go and buy a ship. Space station. Hello, space station. Spaceships. No spaceships owned yet. Buy a ship. Click. Cargo ship small. Cargo capacity is 1,000 kilograms. So I would like to fill the thing up every time before I ship it out so it doesn't waste fuel. Okay. Purchase. Your task is assigned to planetary shipping. Okay. So I now go over to this guy here. And I fill in this corner bit with a bit of dirt so I don't keep falling off the edge there. Transport wares for the space station. This, confirm. 25 items is 1,000 kilograms, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, but the minimum item I want to transport, so you want the minimum to be the size of the cargo ship. I would guess that would be the best way to do it, if you want to make sure you do that one. So, yeah. The shipping pad can hold 50 items, but the cargo ship is 1,000 kilograms. If the number is higher than the cargo ship's... If the number is higher than the capacity of the cargo ship, it will instead use the ship's maximum capacity. Okay, so if I set it to 50 and we only give it a 25 item, then it'll do that anyway. So if you did that, and it tells you there, boom. So yeah, okay. We'll go with 25. Confirm. Oop.
We did it. That was quite a lot, right? But it'll be worth it. Just one more step to make some cash. We can convert an old hangar to a sales platform from which passing traders and customers will be able to buy our products. Once built, we need to enable sales through the station command menu, and then we wait. You'll be notified about sales every hour.
Cool. I don't know why, but I expected the cargo ship to come down and land. I guess it doesn't come down and land until this is ready to go, so it cools the ship down. So rather than it sitting here, it sits in orbit. Is that right? I guess. Anyway, we need to actually make the stuff. We're not doing it yet. Right, so the ship only comes down when there's stuff to pick up. It doesn't come down and wait on the pad. It waits in orbit and then picks up and flies off again. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right, so I would like so what am I going to need? I'm going to need we want to be doing the bot, which requires xenoferrite plates. Their xenoferrite plates come in automatically. That's not a problem. Machine parts are xenoferrite plates, so we need one other guy making machine parts. That's 2 assemblers. And you need electronic components. Electronic components are wire. So that's another 2. So we need 4 of these machines. Okay. So 1 over here, 2 over that side. Well, here's where the xenoferrite things come in. So we should probably put those in here somewhere. Where is the thing here? Okay. Down. So, you want to be here. We're just going to do it with 1. We're going to make 1 do the thing. Okay, you want to be an output and go there. Okay, and you are going to be configured to make lots. There we go. Okay, so you're going to need a bloke here next door to you. I'm going to leave a gap in between. You are going to be making machine parts like that. This is going to come down here. Do that. And there's going to be 1 here. And there's going to be 2 machines over here, this side, which are going to actually be you're going to be like that. Okay, you are an input. You are an input. Output. Okay, so you make 40 a minute and you want 6 per minute, so we're absolutely over manufacturing this, but I just want to make the 1 and then we can change it later on and extend it, yeah, as we're going. How many do you make? You make 6 a minute. Okay, so what is these? What is this going to be? This is going to be making wire, which makes 80 per minute. You're going to be making that, which requires Techem and wire, damn it, 40 per minute, so it's only 2 to 1. Okay, so I need to put these in here. This, you make the wire, you make the components. Input, 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 output, and then there's going to be an input there, you're going to be an input there, and you're going to be an output there. And I did also mess up this anyway, because yeah, because of that. Okay. So we can absolutely optimize this better. So you want 6 a minute, and you are making 40 a minute. 40 divided by 6 is we can run 6.66666. We can run the devil machines on this. And you are making 20 a minute, so we can't actually do that because you're only doing 20. But you're producing enough wire to make 2 of these machines, which will make 40 a minute, which then means we can make 6 of those if we doubled up this. So, stop that. Let's make another 5, 6 of those. We will make this more. Water. I need the plates. I need the plates. That's what I came over here for. Yeah. Boop, boop. Problem is, however, I need to load 3 different things onto them. So one of these is going to have to load via the front, isn't it? That's not a problem. That is not a problem. I'll make this one load via the front. Yeah. Okay. You can stop. Okay. Then we can stop this one as well. Gonna move this. So we want to have another one of these, which is going to be the Q button. There we go. Right, let's get rid of this for the moment. Get rid of you as well. So you want to have another intake here. And you want to have another intake here. And then you want to have 2 outputs. There will be the belt that comes across with the stuff there. Okay. Cool. Right. So now I want to grab another one of you guys, and I want to put you, let's say, not there. Back by 1. There. Okay. And you are the one that makes the robots. Okay, which means you can output your goods. This, I might move this over to line up with that, just to make life a little bit easier for my grand scheme. Let's do that instead. Well, I could face that way, to be honest with you. I wouldn't really hurt it. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's put in this guy here. Look at that. There we go. You're going to have an output there. Okay. Ooh. Right, let's clear out this one because this is now in the incorrect place. Okay, and then we grab another one of these guys. I'm going to leave a gap in between them. Make life easier for my brain. You're going to be doing no. We want 6 of you, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've just realised that. So you don't unload that side. You want to unload from the back. Come up, come over this, under this, around this. Down. Right. And then on the end here, we want to have another guy. Because you need Jennifer. Oh no, hang on. Hang on. Could we need the plates as well, don't we? Because you need 3 things, don't you? Yeah, you also need xenophora plates. So you don't want to be there. There's a bad place for you. You need to be further back than this so that we can load and unload on the front. So if I go there, no, we'll go there. Okay. And then we'll put in 6 more there. 2, 3, 4, 6, like that. Then we'll put in another one here, and this guy can be configured. Not be that, you're going to be configured to be machine parts. Okay. Then this is going to come out here. It's going to run down the back. Still can't rotate a belt. It's a shame. That, and you're going to go this way. So there. And you're going to output here. You're going to output over there. Okay. Output. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should not exist. Somebody can't count. Output. Input. Inputs. Okay, are you all running? You are not running. Why are you not running? You don't have any... You are running now. Okay. They're all running. Awesome. Right. Well, cool. Let's reconfigure this guy now. Oop. Configure pad. Transport from the factory. Transport bots. 25. Go. Here it comes. Whee! And they no longer come from the map central point. New. Loop. It's our first spaceship. It's our first spaceship. I assume it's fully automated. And it's weird because it has windows and a door. But it's fully automated, so... And it just goes straight up, does it? Okay. Bye now. Bye-bye. And then comes back down. What the hell? What the hell was that? You didn't... You cheated. You cheated. Okay. Okay. Right. What else can we start researching here? I don't want to do the Transpac Part 2. Let's do the conveyor splitter because that might be useful soon. Okay. Right. So we need to go to the space station. You see that it goes up. And then it instantly comes right down again. Look. Look. Look at that. Doesn't even fade away. Right, station upgrades. So we need to do the solar panel, but we don't have any power, do we? So we need to do solar panels first. Let's repair the solar array. Start. Let's do the solar platform. Not enough power. No. Shit. $75 transport bots. Which is nice. So that animation needs a little bit of work. Right, so as it fills, the containers get... Oh, cool. Right, okay. The factory is growing. all these seeds off that we have again. I've got something for me as well. Can I dump those into you? Oh. No. And I can't just dump stuff into you either. Can I? No. No.
Hello there.
Hello there, Wayne. Hello, good evening. Right, so I've got transport bots on me that I can't do anything with. So I need to put them in a container and put them on the belt. That's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, no, I can manage it free and now that loads that up. Okay. Right. Okay, that's not annoying. But why did it not? Oh, that's weird. So I clicked it last time and that didn't appear. Right. Okay, so that wasn't appearing. Most one that already just got back from the cinema watching Thunderbolts. I've heard great reviews about Thunderbolts. I've heard many people say it's a wonderful thing that people can see, so I probably should go and get around to do that. Now you're going to fill the space station up. What is the throughput of this? Did it say a throughput? No. Solar panels are complete. Hurrah! Station upgrades. Service platform. Separate. I can really see people wanting to come to this space station to be like, yeah, come in and we'll sell you some stuff. Just avoid the debris. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the debris. It's fine. Now you're all going to start packing up, which is fine. It was very different. I enjoyed the plot twist. Yeah, I wouldn't swear. The Fantastic Four is something I'm definitely going to go and see. That just seems quite awesome. Right. I would like to make, if I may, some Tekken. Oh, better balancer is done. Let's just go with the next one in the list. I want to have another assembler. We've got 4 already. I must have made too many of them. Producing 4 parts, and then another one producing conveyor belts. but I need to bring the Tekken, Tekken rods to somewhere in order to make that. We have Tekken rods coming here. Can I tap into this and get it to come out elsewhere? That'll work. Up. Down. There you go. There's second. Awesome. Right. Cool. Right. So now I just want to put in one of you guys. Here. Okay. I'm going to configure you to be making that, which requires xenophore and plates, doesn't it? Okay. So, how many do you need of those? You need 20, which means we can do 2 to 1. We might just do 1 to 1 and not worry about it. Let's put you in there. You can be making the conveyor belts, and you can be making the beam parts. Which means you want an input there. And you want an output here. Input there. Okay. And you one of those there. There we go. You're making conveyor belts. Excellent. Okay. And then I want to make container being unlocked. Cool. Let's do decor next. We'll make the foreign ones. Leave a gap, put that there. Right, now this isn't going to work for us. Well, it kind of is, but it's not. So I want you to be doing building blocks. Except you take a lot of this, don't you? You take way more than we're even making, so that's going to break our entire chain, isn't it? So what I need to do is actually change this up here. And put in one of these guys. Oop. Put in one of these guys here. Let's have you. The output priority is going to be that side. So you feed this side first, and then when this side is backed up, you then go and feed that one. Cool. And that can just come here and I just go grab. and we can get things there. And same for this one here. I'm just going to grab and get that. I should really put them in a box, which I will do. Let's do that now. I don't have enough food in blocks, but that's okay because I know where to get some. Aha. Okay. Put those. Oh, we made the construction site, so I can actually do that. That's right. Distracted by this because this is right. So let's put you there, you there. So I'm going to have output, import. There we go. Oh, what's happened here? Oh no. No. Stop. There we go. Better. Okay, right. So, unlock the drill speed. That'd be better. Okay, let's go to the sales platform and let's sell the things. So, sales platform. Enable the transport. We're going to sell them at regular price for the moment. I'm guessing there's a supply and demand situation. So you can increase the price, but then it drops by half. So that's not worth doing. That would double the throughput. And only drop the price by that. So you would actually make more money overall doing that.
Ah, the smell of profit. We've set up the basics, but there is a lot to come. I know I've been bothering you a lot. I'll dial it back a bit from here and let you follow your own plans. Oh right, one final thing. I mentioned it before, the galactic currency is called thermalite. It's a precious metal that is both used as currency and as crafting material. You don't need that yet, but soon you will need to ship it to the planet from the station to make use of it. No, I can't supply that amount at the moment. But I was just looking at how it works. So if I upped it to plus 25%, it would drop the demand down to half and increase our profits by 25%. So overall, you would lose money on that. You would earn less money. And if I drop it down to minus 25%, we lose a little bit of profit, but we sell twice as much. So if you had the throughput for it, dropping it down is better. You would make more money in the same amount of time. So yeah, you can configure this. Oh, so you can hold it back. Oh, right, okay. I have no idea what our actual throughput is at the moment. We're doing 6 a minute, so 6 times 6. We're doing 36 a minute. And is that sell per hour? Yeah, hour per minute. So we're doing 6 times 6. I'm just double that. 36 a minute times 60. Well, I'm doing 3,960 an hour.
Sales prices are expected to be 30% lower than the average market prices. It does not require extra management. Until the sales message is always prioritized, the sales platform is a convenient way of selling excess stock. Okay. So if we wanted to actually like dramatically go through the throughput and stuff like that, it could lower this to 25% and we could still supply enough to do it. And we'd make a lovely buck very, very quickly on it because we'd be selling off all the stuff we have. However, I don't know the speed. Yeah, what the ship can do. I mean, if you're just going up and down, that's easy. That is easy to figure out. If you're just going, if the ship's just going up and down, like it is now. Let me grab my stopwatch here. So what I need to do is I need to measure the time it takes from taking off to lumbering again. So we'll do that. See, let's see what our loop is. How long the ship takes the loop. So play. Okay, so he takes off, and he doesn't fly away. He just literally just goes. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, it disappeared. And it's coming down again. Hey, right, okay. So down he comes. Loop. And I need to stop it just as he starts taking off again. Doesn't take much to upgrade the ship to tier 2. Okay, well let's see how fast the tier 1 loop is. So this is doing 25 items, isn't it? Oop. So it's 45-ish seconds. Uh, 45-ish seconds for the ship to do a loop. Disappeared. Why has he disappeared? It may be that we're full. Yeah, so it may be, yeah, because our storage is full, he can't actually go through. So if our storage was empty, he can move 25 items in 45 seconds. Round it up to a minute to give a nice easy one. So he can move 25 items a minute, which means if it's 25 items a minute, 25 times 60, you can move 1,500 an hour. So technically, one tier 1 ship can't even keep up with this, or probably is about that number. If it's 45 seconds, 45 seconds to move 25 of them. So $60 divided by 45. 45 divided by 60 is 0.75. So I mean, yeah, it's probably around that mark. The one small ship can probably move about somewhere between 15 to 2,000 an hour. It can shift, but it's got to wait for the for this to drop below 150 before it can come down and pick one up and come back up again. So yeah, so that's probably where this 1600 number comes from. That is probably the throughput of the small ship. That seems like a good, valid, like, roughly, that is providing you are feeding it 100% of the time with all goods, and this is fully stocked, so it just lands, grabs, goes, but it's got to wait an hour for something to sell. I also don't know if there's a supply and demand system. So if you saturate the market, does it make stuff cheaper, or does it just not? Does it not bother with that? If we drop that down, and that technically we are making enough, but our ship cannot deliver that much to the station. You probably want, if you said there were 1,500, again rounding it up to a minute rather than the 45 seconds to give a bit, so if there were 1,500, that means you'd want 2 of them for this 6 array here, because this is just over 3,000. So you'd want 2 of them doing that, but the storage on the station isn't big enough for the throughput to work that way. Because an hour in game, I don't know how long an hour in game is for an hour, for like our time, if that makes sense. I don't know. We've got a clock just below the radar which goes round in 15-minute increments, doesn't it? Well, I don't know how long a 15-minute increment is. Because it's not 1 minute to 1 hour, is it? I don't think that's right. Right, I'm going to try and time this one as well. So hang on a minute. Boom. Start there when it hit 15:30 and see how long it takes to get to 15:45. Is it 15 seconds? That would make an hour a minute in game. I don't think it is. I feel like it's longer than 15 seconds. It's according to my things 19 seconds. "15 minutes is about 20 seconds. That's a really weird sent me a little screenshot of my future. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah. So 15 minutes in the game time is about 20 seconds in real time. That means an hour in game time is 80 seconds. It's just over a minute of real life time. Weird they didn't make it a minute. 1 minute to 1 hour. Unless they balance that because of the day-night cycle. I don't know. Don't know. BB, what do you got to say?
Time to reach for the stars, you say? By expanding our communication capabilities, we can get in touch with other galactic entities. Let's upgrade the station to do so.
Now I've changed it so it's selling more. Have a quick look here and see how we're doing now. So storage, yeah, it's now dragged down. So the one spaceship cannot keep up with demand of this, but it was easy keeping up with the 1600, which means it probably moves about 2000. Okay, numbers I'm learning. I am learning the numbers, learning. You're just going to go up and down now all the time, and we are eventually going to run out of them on the station. But if you're moving 2000, well, sorry, you're moving 25 a minute, roughly. and we are producing 36 a minute, you're not keeping up with demand. Our demand is actually more, so we need a second station. Or we need to upgrade to a bigger ship. We're going to need a bigger ship. But I'm going to assume that's all in tier 2 stuff, isn't it? Greenhouses, logistics, piping. How do you upgrade to a tier 2 ship? It's here, isn't it? You buy a tier 2 ship, don't you? Spaceship. Spaceship. We need to upgrade our station's docking facilities. Okay, so station upgrades. There's one upgrade in the solar panels. Install the solar array. Go. Then we want to upgrade the hang on, don't we? Missing prerequisites. We need to do general hull repairs. Missing antenna repair. Requires research station antenna. Okay. Right, so research. Where is station antenna? There. Under tier 2 science packs. Okay. Ah, we only get tier 2 science packs if we've increased our company rank. Nice, okay. The finance tag and company rank. Accounting history. Oh yeah, we've got the debt, haven't we? External storage fees. Oh, we own more film than we can store on the station. Oops. Okay, well we can deal with that. Hold on. Let's make a payment. Oop. No point in paying storage fees for our film room. We can use it to pay off the debt. Yeah. Almost transport bot. What's that mean? What? Sorry. It says 2,160 per hour for 6 assemblers. That's not the numbers that I came up with. Hold on. Or was it 6 times 6 times 60? Yeah, 2,160. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to actually run out of the stuff, but we do have a bit of a surplus of it to sell. That's fine. But the transport is the problem. The transport up. Our ship can only transport. I mean, the ship must transport about 1,500 an hour or something. It does 45. Right, hold on. How many 45 seconds are there in an hour? 60 times 60 divided by 45. So it can do 80 times. 80 times 25 means it can move 2,000. It can move roughly 2,000 per hour. The small ship can move 2,000 per hour based on a 45-second transport cycle. Okay. So now we have nothing stored here. We can come out of this and have a look, see. But yeah, so you're not actually selling enough there. So yeah, we could build a second ship and then split this and have it go into a second one, which wouldn't be a problem at all. We have the space for it, but I'm just trying to figure out. I want to know the numbers. I know many people play with just the whole. It's not doing enough. Build more. But I want to build the numbers to find out whether it's worth building a second platform, or would the second platform only be running at like 10%? Because if it's only running at, if this is doing basically all of it and it's just a little bit over, it's not worth doing. if this is moving 2000 and we're doing 2196, then yeah, it's not worth building a second one at the moment because it's not moving. We'd do much better off to change our prices again back to regular and slow down this, and our ship can keep up with this. So yeah, and then what I should do really is just put a storage in here and store the excess, but then none of these are filling up anyway, so we're still good. Okay, so it's about 2000. About, I'd say, yeah, I'm going to go with 2000. 2000 an hour it can move. And if we're not selling 2000 an hour, then yeah. So you should now start filling the station up, and then you'll stop going because the station is full. So. Okay. Right. Is it time to expand? Is it time to expand? I think it is, because this cannot be expanded at all to do things, and we can't put blue tiles back in this one and green in another one. That doesn't work. Plus, I'd really like to upgrade, get more of these guys going. So, what are you currently doing? Research speed is 100%, which means what? "20 seconds processing one of each required items concurrently." So you take one every 20 seconds, and you are producing one every 30 seconds. So we're making more than this can run anyway. So you do 3 a minute, and we're making 2, 4, 6, 8 a minute. So if we had 3 of these, then we need 3, 6, 9 a minute, and then that would not, we'd run out. Which is what I usually do. I usually do 3 of them. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, but we need to expand that here. That is why we came over here and we made this here. So I can grab this, yoink, and then start filling the world up with things along. So we want to travel north. Our bus wants to travel north. Okay. I can't scan for any resources yet, can I? I don't know what that is over there, do we? No, I don't know what that is. Unknown resource. Could be anything. Could be unobtainium. Right, so what I want to do is make sure I don't go beyond. I want to stay in the minuses. I never want to go into the pluses. Okay. So on the x-axis, we're never going to go beyond this mark here. We never go beyond that there. We don't touch that. We don't touch that. We can nibble on here. So let me go a little bit down here. So if we build on this level here, which is 132, we can build out all the way to here before we hit this and have to start digging things out. That's awesome. We've got a long way to go. Long way to go. Nice. Okay. Cool. Right. We've upgraded things. Is there any way to reach the station without going back to that keypad all the time? Like I can just push G to bring up science. Is there a button for the space station? Let's have a look at the key bindings. Research, rotate, flashlight. I can get a handheld, so it's not something you can just Okay. That's fine. But again, we're now... Oh no, we're all right. Right, so I want to go with station upgrades. And I want to go hull, general repairs. Can't do that till I do the antenna. So we're stuck doing with the antenna, okay? That's fine. See, we're currently storing that, so we are selling, yeah. So if we were making a lot less of them, we could up the prices so we don't have to worry about selling all of them. So, okie dokie, okie dokie. Learneding, many learnedings. So, if I don't want to go this side of this one here, we should probably start the bus like over there somewhere, because the bus expands out. All the factories end up this side and the bus expands out. So the factory will be here, the bus would be up here, and it might leak over here later, but so long as it doesn't leak over the top of this one. Although this is underground, whatever's here is underground, so we can do that fine. So yeah, but let's go. Let's just start here, shall we? We want to have smelters and stuff in this area first. That's the first thing we need to do. Okay, let's research the antenna. So, if we, this is going to be the mining pack here. Smelters can go here. We are going to have to tear everything down and rebuild it, but it's okay because we don't have a mega factory and we actually know what we're doing here. I have all door uplift. Okie dokie. You are smelting for here, aren't you? So that's the edge of the aluminite there. That's the edge of this one here. So both those are in roughly the same area. That's cool. Okay. So that means I want to kind of come to here and do this sort of thing. This is where our factory is going to be, and then the bus will be off of there. So we'll do all the smelting and bits and pieces down there, kind of where they are at the moment, but we'll move stuff around and then we'll start the factory here, expanding out. And I have no idea how we're going to do the research, because I think the research just has to keep moving up the line. Every time you get new research, you have to kind of just move it up the line. Yeah. Okay. So we can't do station antenna because we don't have any Mark 2 buttons. So let's go and do the Mark 1 stuff. Finish off all the Mark 1 stuff first. Anyway. I just want to make sure we don't end up over this again. So I'm going to go to my finances. Not finances. I'm going to go and pay off the debt. 6233. We are broke. We have no monies whatsoever, but that's okay because we're just selling stuff whilst we rebuild. So, first thing I want to do is look at doing ferrite plates and stuff, don't we? So we're gonna have to do the smelting. Oof, come on, brain. What are we doing here? So, let's go over here. So let's, I how do I want this bus to be? Do I want the bus to be up in the air so I can walk underneath it? Because if you remember before when we tried doing this, what happens is you have the bus, and the bus feeds the machines, and the machines have to feed the outside of the bus. So whatever this makes ends up on here, this side. So it's making it, and it comes out, and it ends up here. So if I have this up in the air, so if we were to put it up there, but then it's difficult to get up there, isn't it? Then anything that's been made can come in underneath, would be the idea. Oh, however, I have just realised, although we can walk under that, we can't walk under that. So the bus would then have to go a third up in the air, which makes life a little bit awkward. And like for the iron plates that are going to go down this bus, we're going to have multiple lines for them. Maybe sit on top of each other. How did I do it last time? Was it a double line? Did I do a double line? Yeah, the vertical bus in Tectonica was fun, but impractical to actually use. Because you had to get up there to do the thing. I seem to remember I did a double line, didn't I? Of stuff. And then had splitters at each point. Because you need a way to, like, if we had so I had this was a line of xenoferrite, and then I need to make it faster. I need to put another line of xenoferrite in, which could go on top. Yeah, I think it was on the ground. Yeah, and then we did a whole. We brought it up. Because we had belts this side as well, didn't we? Yeah, didn't I leave a gap in between each one? And then you'd put a splitter in, and then the splitter would come up and cross that line. But we had problems with it when we had to, like, add a second iron belt because the throughput wasn't fast enough. This is what I'm wondering if I want to do it above, like have everything floating above the ground by one point, and then go down and under. So all the belts would be at this height. I need to make another couple. Let's make a couple of those. Oh. So the belt should be up by one. Yeah, it was on the ground, and then you split it, and then after the splitter you go up by one, or you bring up by one, you split it, and then the split one goes off to the factory over there. And then it comes back down again. because when it goes up, it can split and it can miss the other belt. And then we had a belt above it, which joined that splitter at that point. But then when we had the stuff over there that was being made and we had to bring it to the bus, we had to go underground, remember? Bring it over. So if I wanted to do that again, I'd want to raise this whole platform up so I don't have to dig so much underground. However, if we were to raise the bus by 1 like this and do the same thing, so let's say we want to do it here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that one goes off. Does anything there? We would then have this would go like up. Race that walk goes over. Yeah. We could do that. I'm just thinking about whether it's practical to build this as it is. So it does that, and then this comes down like that. Then that one goes off this way like that. So the thing comes up, and then this toggle will toggle off the belt first. So whatever the first things are, they get priority, and the rest goes on there. And then if we do another belt above it, the belt above it will go along, and every time there's a connection point like this, it comes down and connects to here. So this belt is always the feed belt. This one is one that feeds all the bits and pieces, and then the belt above is a supply belt for this belt. And the reason I want to put it up in the air by 1 is so we can do this and then bring this down to the floor, put the machines in, do whatever we're doing with them, and then once we finish with it, the output product can come along on the floor, go underneath this, and join the bus here. The only problem to that is us physically getting over the belts to walk from one side to another. Because I don't want the belts, when they come out of the machines, to go above the bus, because we've got all this stuff crossing and doing bits and pieces, so they need to be out the way. That's why we did it underneath. Which would mean, as I said, either we do this and raise it up like this, so we can run the belt underneath, or we raise the whole thing up and then put the belts underground again coming over, but it's technically raised up. I think it'd be easier if we do it this way, because if I raise the whole thing up, you know I'm just going to fall off many times and have to go around and get back up again, and it's just going to be extremely time consuming. This is probably the safest way of doing it. If we want to make it look good, we can always put in stuff underneath these to support them, put in some decor stuff to support them, and then yeah, up going underground. Yeah, but it's very time consuming mining. It's very time consuming mining. So yeah, no, me and tunnels. You should play Orbbound. You should play Orbbound. You can play that entire game underground. You could absolutely dig tunnels and play that entire game underground. You should absolutely play Orbbound. It's a brilliant game. Might have to do a stream of that actually when I come to building my hall. I want to build. Do a stream of building. Goes in situ with the series. So yeah, so if we do this, that's what I want to do. Okay, and this is the first belt. So the bus goes that way, and each belt will be blah, 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 and the factories go this way. So we need to figure out the ecosystems here. Yeah, there is the problem with Orbbound would be that you kind of have to do combat Because when you go underground finding things, you find orcs that attack you. However, the combat in the game is so simple at the moment, at least anyway. You can walk backwards at the same speed they walk forwards. So all you do is you just walk backwards and keep pushing the button to swing your sword, and just circle around. Just keep walking backwards and circling around. The combat is super easy. Plus, you can also change the settings of the game so that when you die, you don't drop anything. So if you die, you just respawn with everything you had on you. So, yeah. I haven't got to turrets yet. I think you could deploy turrets and feed them. So what you could do is you could just deploy a turret, go and taunt the orcs, and then run back to the turret, and the turret will deal with them all. But I haven't got to that point yet, so yeah. No, the combat is ridiculously easy. So, right, so we want to go one further. Then here. You go down, down, and you still do this weird thing, which I don't like. I don't like that. Yeah, I really wish they'd just be the belts like this and not have that support thing there. Yeah. For some of you assuming the turrets were useless. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I've not got to them yet at all. Yeah. I could edit that and just turn it off so it doesn't do that thing. It just does the belt down. Well, then I could always delete the floor and because if it did that, doesn't that change the one above it? Yeah, that changed the one above it. So yeah. Okay, so you only need to technically remove one, but then you can see a big hole. So that's if I put in something in there, it redoes it anyway. So, okay. So I have to live with that. Nothing I can do about it. I have to live with that. Damn you. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to go a minimum of 1, and then the machines start. Okay, that's the thing. So all the machines start here. No, all the machines are going to start at 40. That's the thing. All the machines are going to start at 40. We're a local manufacturer. All right, let's go and double check our profit thing again. I don't want to be wasting money on stuffs. Boom. We're at 4,000. Okay. Very strange. The past day it says we've made 12,000. Yeah, it's been one day and I've only got 4,000 in there. Unless it hasn't been a day and I'm just yeah. Maybe it hasn't been. Maybe it feels like it's been a day. So this would be xenoferrite. This would be technum. And I'm going to do a bus. I don't have to spread them out like that, actually. I can put them right next to each other. Because we're going up by 1. Yeah, I can technically put them next to each other, can't I? Yeah. Yeah. And it becomes complicated when you have your machine requires 2 things that are right next to each other. So, all the rules must be obeyed at all times. You're going to go up. You sit there. Then you're going to come down like that. Okay. you turn that way. Well, I'm one out of where I want it to be, aren't I? Doesn't matter. Okay. You got one more, and then you come down. And that's where the machines start. Okay. So the first machine we want to do is going to be yeah. And it is going to be configured to the first of the components, which is the machinery parts. Okay. So that takes techno plates in like this when you guys. Okay. And then you will output this way to here. This doesn't want to be here. Actually do floating like this one at a time. Up. And then you will join here, like that. There you go. Okay. Cool. So that's the plan. So this is Xenoferrite. This is Techum. Okay. And then what I want to do is I need to choose how many I want in between them. So if right, so what is the throughput of this? The throughput of this is 40 per minute. And what do these belts do? 160, 4, 8, 12, 16. So we can support 4 of these machines. So let's put 4 of these machines in. I don't have 4 of these machines, so I don't have the Xenoferrite plates to make anymore. And that's okay. It's over here. Oop. That's the way I'm going to build it. I think we're going to build it. Oh, I should put a storage in, shouldn't I, as well? Each one should have a storage. So it's got a buffer. Although if I build it to the belt spec, we shouldn't need a buffer. No, if I build it to the belt spec, we shouldn't need a buffer. Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay. Oop. Oop. And that one there. Okay, let's go and do this and this. Okay, we need to make way more of those. Right. So you want 4, 8, 12, 16. So you want a whole belt's worth of Xenoferrite plates, which is doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 8. Oh dear. Oh. The storage is close to the buff that we're could. Yeah, I mean that's what I could do is right here add a storage to it, and then just basically have this belt be a normal one, but it takes off and puts back on the storage, puts back on the belt. So when the belt backs up, it starts filling the storage with a buffer. However, if I build to the belt speed, so this is going to produce 160, then the buffer, once the buffer fills up, we don't need it anymore because the buffer doesn't do anything. If it's an item I'm going to use, then yeah, that I'm probably going to do. Absolutely, probably going to do. Because if I plan this right, I can walk down this line here, underneath all this here, and then I could turn and see the ones I want. But like, I don't need to store machine parts, so I don't need that for myself. And every single item is going to have a space on the bus, but I need to remember some items. Well, no. Let me take that back. When we require an item, we'll add it to the bus. Because not all items go all the way. Like, you get to a point where electric components just aren't needed anymore. You need the next version of them. So they don't need to be running on the bus all the time. But that's not really going to work for what I'm trying to do here. So, however, we must stop everything and run over to CBB because he has a new task for us. What do you want, CBB? What do you want? Lights.
Are you feeling a little spooked when it's dark? No worries, BB. We can create some light poles to brighten up our nights.
Yay! Build 5 light poles.
Are you feeling a little spooked when it's dark? No worries, BB. We can create some light poles to brighten up our nights.
Yeah, so I'm going to have everything on the bus anyway. Even if an item's not necessarily needed, it can stay on the bus and goes in. But sorry, what I was trying to say there wasn't that I'm not going to have it on the bus. It's that I'm not going to run the belts all the way along. So, like, say you know, we put these parts on here. There's no point in having the parts on this belt going 300 meters if they're not used down there yet. There's no point in that. When they're needed, we'll come back and grab it and do that. But until that happens, we'll just leave it as it is. So, right. So what I want to do then is I also need to have a look at how much space I want between buildings. Because let's say I want to add a second line. A second line would have to come along here, and we then have to change this so that the actual second line can get up on top. The second line would have to go above this, excuse me. But that's doable because we can come down and like double back on ourselves and go up again. But if we double back on ourselves and we're double back on ourselves here somewhere, we need to make sure we have enough space between them. So would a 6 gap work, do you reckon? So that's the input to this one. So this can have a maximum of, let's say, 3 belts input. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's 3 belts, isn't it? So the most any machine can have is 3 belts for an input. We then leave a gap, and then the next one would have 3 belts. They'd be coming out, and the factories would be here. So however big the machines are going here, and then there's 3 belts on either side with a 1 gap in between. That should give us enough space to expand. And if not, we can always expand upwards. It's a 3D world. We can always expand upwards. Okay. So the next one would be outputting there. Okay. What is the next one going to be though? The next one is going to be, so this is another thing as well. Like wire. Do I need to put wire on the bus? I don't know, because I don't know the problem with the wire is that it very quickly fills up the bus, doesn't it? That's the problem with that. because it is like one of them doing 80, so it's only 2 machines, and you've filled up a line. But I don't know whether wire core is used in any other machines now. It was only used originally in advanced components. Yeah, which does seem like a weird thing to me, if I'm honest with you. I don't quite know why electric components aren't just made of tech and rods the same way that machine parts are just made of xenoferrite. Because the wire coils are only used in one place that I'm aware of. Yeah, everything else makes it with yeah, everything uses electric components. So it's really weird that it requires yeah, I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to take the techno rods in, and we're just going to make this one will be done in situ, because I don't think the wire core are used anywhere else. I may be wrong later on, but it's something that I remember. Yeah, so let's not worry about that. So I need to make a couple of more assemblers. Yeah, I think I remember last time we got to like the end of the game, and there were like 2 items, if I remember rightly, that were only used in one recipe, which is the copper wire is only used in the advanced circuits, and then I think it was the other version of the advanced circuits used another thing. So that seems such a weird, like it's almost wasteful that you make this when that is just made from plates. So like the electronic components should be made just from the tech and rods, and then the advanced electronic components were made from the steel stuff, the steel rods or something, but you had to make wire first for that, or something like that it was. So yeah, this is only used in one recipe that I'm aware of. That might have changed, and this might come back to bite me, but this is what we're doing. So you want to be doing advanced that. So you want 40 and 20 rods. Okay. You are doing that. Then you are doing that, and you make 80, which supplies those. That's 40. So it's 80 tech and rods needed. Yeah. And if we do any more, well, I kind of do, because instead of doing just 20 or 40 on there, I would like to try and saturate the belt, but I can't because I input. So 2 more heart fixes posting the testing branch. It's that shit. Wow. Okay. Hope there's no game breaking stuff. I still can't believe I was on the Steam discussions again, having a look at the update for this, and there were genuinely people saying that, you know, then they're going to stop playing the game because their 250 hour save they can't play anymore. It's like, didn't they say like 2 months ago or something, or 3 months ago, that your save game wouldn't be compatible with update 2, and they're going to leave the legacy version of the game up? Did they not say that? Alright, can I do any upgrades? No, none are available. Okay, in that case, I will just pay off my loan again. Yeah, they made it work, but there were genuinely people being like, "Oh, it's such a bad decision. They don't support the old saves anymore." It's like, you're playing an early access game. Do you not understand? It's not. This is not the final game. It's possible to break save game compatibility. Timberborn did it once or twice. What was the other one that I remember playing? There was a game I think I remember that basically every major update broke the previous saves to do it. So yeah. Fix an error that could occur when disabling desync debug data. Fix the desync data. That's all to do with multiplayer, the desync stuff. Remove the company crank required for Science Pack 2. Why? What? Why? That was super easy. You only need to do the first tier. You literally need to get to the first tier, so you need to sell 2,000 worth of stuff. Huh? That's a weird thing. Why would you remove that? That is not a difficult requirement. I hit that without even realizing it. People complained about it. What, that you had to do something? They complained you have to play the game? Oh my god. Yeah, that's weird though, because before you even get to doing the antenna, which is the tier 2 thing, you have to set this thing up, so you're already selling stuff. So you'd have to have done this, selling goods, before you can even think about doing the tier 2 stuff anyway. So what? It's not like it's locked behind something that's ridiculously restrictive. That is weird. That is weird. But okay. If people are going, no, we don't like it, then fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Right. So what we'll do next? Sorry. That's just wow. That has actually kind of amazed me. That people are actually complaining that they have to play the game in order to progress. So what am I doing now? This is Tekken, isn't it? So we want to come in with Tekken, and then we want to go here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Right, so this is going to be a bit of interesting, because if I want to have multiple outputs in the back here, actually they can all follow the same one. This can do this. So this wants to be an output, and then we want to have two inputs. Should be one there and oh no, one there. And you want to be an output, so you're going to go there and there. Okay. And then you want to be an input. You're going to go there, there, and there. There we go. Right. Okay. And then we want to go with down. Up. Lit. Down. Like that. Now, that's fine and all. That's wonderful. We can walk under here, and then we can't walk over this here. Can't believe you have to turn on auto climb to just step over belts. So a little annoying, but hey, that's fine. It's fine. We'll probably be walking on top of the belts most of the time anyway. So we'll do that there. So that's going to use 160 Tekken plates, which means it's going to use all of our Tekken. Sorry, it's going to have yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going to shut down these two guys. And I'm going to shut down these two guys. And let the whole thing kind of crawl to a halt. Because we need to take this apart and reboot it. Proactive research. Oops. I need to make tier 2 stuff. I can't do any research now. We have no more tier 2 research to be done. Okay. How are we doing for storage? You are full. So now, yeah. So now we're not selling enough to keep up with demand. If that means we are not selling enough based on how much we're making. So okay. So we can get more ships if we wanted to. Okay, right. That's fine. No problem. Right. I'll say it's a little weird that the your upgrade amount is based on how much you sell. Because right now I could just walk away from the game and come back. I don't know how long it would take, obviously, and be a Galactic super corporation. Because you could just keep selling the same thing. Right, okay. So yeah, but I do need to rebuild this because we need to now actually start moving the manufacturing out of here onto here to do the things we want to do. However, making 3 tons of bots, we'd have to redesign the entire factory. I want to make every bot. Every single bot there is. Yes, but we now need to redo the smelting area. Unfortunately, I know how the smelting area works. I remember how the layout is for that, which is quite nice. So that'll be easy. But it is 2:45 in the morning, and I think we are instead going to leave it for tonight and come back tomorrow, and we will redo the bus then. Oh dear. But yeah, so we have the layout. We have the layout of the bus, the smelter. So we have the layout of the bus, and we know what we're going to do. We'll rinse and repeat, and we'll just follow this through here, and they go underneath there, and that's fine. And the only awkward thing is that when we walk underneath here, when we want to walk down to grab the things we do, we get stuck on these. Unless I enable the auto walk, the auto climb, and then we can step over them like that. So that's probably going to be the way we do it. Okay. Yeah, auto climb can be enabled most of the time, yeah. There are 13 types of box drones, there's 5 types of robots. Yes, every single thing. This is the trick. This is the trick. We build an expandable bus system that allows us to support any and every type of thing in the game. Okay, that's how it works. That's how it works. And we have done this before, and we know it works. We know it works. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to remove all this block here. So. Oh yes, the yawnies, well and truly. Well and truly. Right. What I should probably do is shut down the manufacturing process. What are you doing? You're full, that's good. Okay. What do I need to make these? Machine parts and conveyor belts. Oh, what I want to do is actually want to make more of these guys, don't I? Electronic components, which requires Peckham. It'd be easier to just use up all the resources and restart from almost scratch. Make me 10 more of those guys so we can actually start mining at a decent rate. How is the power grid doing? I don't know, because it doesn't show you potential stuff. You can just continue burning through things and eventually you'll be dead. Well, what I can do is shut you down. And shut you down, and then when the belts run out, the belts run out. And then we can all stop. But I will let that do that. Probably tomorrow before the stream, and we shall come back to then, and we shall rebuild the smeltery, because we know how the smeltery works, and we also are fully aware that when you get the next level of smelters, they didn't used to work. They weren't as good as these ones. Whether that's been changed or not, I don't know. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, who knows. But either way, I'm going to leave this here. We're going to come back later. I'm going to try my hardest to get on top of that dropship at some point, because that'll be fun. And yeah, we're already going to be quite high. Yeah, Mark 1 is still better than Mark 2. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, the corporate level being tied to just money is a bit of a strange thing. It's a bit of a strange thing. I kind of get it. It's the easiest way to level it up, but it's it's entirely misleading. You could absolutely go through, like right now, as I said, I can just leave this space running all night. I could turn the machines back on, leave it running all night and go to bed and come back and be a stupid high level in there. Not that I think that would actually really matters that much. I don't know what it unlocks. Your rank is based on the company's lifetime earnings. I don't think the rank does a great deal other than unlocks different technologies, isn't it? So, but yeah. Station needs repair. Okay. Oop. 19.88%. Yay! Goddamn 20% sales tax. What is this? What is this? It's ages to get rid of the debt. That's okay. Have you managed it? Have you managed to become debt free? Imagine it would be easier to invest in having bigger storage and selling more stuff, and then do that. Yeah. Yep, debt free. Awesome. Yeah, I want to jump on top of this just because we can, and then we're going to end the stream. Because jumping on top of spaceships or drones that are going up has never been a problem before, like playing something like Satisfactory. Has it never been a problem? Yeah, it's got to be done, hasn't it? It's just got to be done. Okay. Can you still do it on you? Camera. Yeah, okay. We'll move first. Here we go. Going up. Oh. Try to push me off. Oh. What's going to happen is it's just going to disappear and we're just going to fall back down to nothingness, aren't we? Ah! And splat goes the hedgehog. At least I would do if it was going to hurt me that way. Ha ha ha. That's a cool texture. Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Suddenly this battery seems quite small. It does. It does. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hedgehogs like sitting underneath cars. It's one of their favourite pastimes. Oh, it pushes you out. Oh, boo. Boo. There you go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. So, I think it's time to do this here. And we'll come back next time. I was going to say, I was kind of hoping it was going to end up with my head inside the thing. But maybe I wasn't stood dead center or something, but... do this. No, it's pushing me out to one side. Yeah, so the hitbox to it is now round, not square, so you can't get pushed inside it, so... yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Right. Okay. So, we shall leave this one here. We shall come back tomorrow, and we shall play some more. Yeah. Wah. What? Still duck. Funky. Actually, no, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Which apparently I haven't saved the game once. Or does the autosave not kick in until you save the game once? Oh, yeah, you gotta have. I'm sure the autosave... No, the autosave does kick in. Okay. What game was it that the autosave didn't start working unless you saved it once yourself manually? And I fell victim to that badly. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to leave this here. We'll come back next time. We'll carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you again next one. We'll be back tomorrow with some more wonderfulness. And until then, as always, have fun.
Thank you.